Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adnan, your host. If you didn't know already, this is the Between the Liners podcast. Usually I do my match reactions to Manchester United games. Right now, it's the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. There's been many talks about controversy, etc., etc. A lot of hypocrisy. Let's get into the match reaction. England have just beaten Iran 6-2 in their opening game at the World Cup in Qatar. We're buzzing. Probably loads of shouts going around the country about it's coming home right now. Rashford scored. Maguire's got an assist. Shaw's got an assist. It's basically a Manchester United show. Let's talk about the game. And before I talk about the positives and negatives, as I usually do in these videos, let's talk about the starting lineup. When I first saw it initially, I was a bit disappointed to not see Rashford because of the form he's been on. Was quite surprised to not see Foden. And you know what? There's something that I noticed as well, which is kind of a trend at United also. For some reason, the team got leaks pretty early, and I feel like even last night around midnight, we saw the leaks that Saka was going to start ahead of Foden, and then we saw further leaks like 3-4 hours before kickoff today, which was quite surprising. And we've had this issue at United as well, so it's something to do with the United dressing room that these leaks keep happening. Harry Maguire, dare I say it? I know you lot are thinking it, but who knows? Anyway, starting lineup, wanted to see Rashi in there. I guess the big surprise was that he went with a back four compared to his usual back five, Gareth Southgate. So fair play to him. He went positive, and Iran were ranked 20th in the world rankings before this game coming into the tournament. So you could say that Southgate went with quite a bold decision to start with a back four. Fair play to him. It's clearly worked out in terms of goals and how we dominated the game. Let's take it into the positives. I like the way England controlled the ball. I like the way the fullbacks got involved with the play. The midfield, Jude Bellingham was getting into nice pockets and nice positions. And it just shows to Southgate should be proof that you play with the back four, we can be dominant and be more aggressive and controlling the game rather than sitting back and letting teams come onto us and us countering. So this should be further inclination for Gareth Southgate to continue with a back four against USA, against Wales. It looks like it's going to work for us, and it should work with us. With the squad we've got right now, this is one of the best technical squads we've had for England in a long time, and we need it to continue with the momentum. Let's keep going with the back four. Other than that, some of the positives I would say is Trippier passing it inside. Has to be one of the best right backs in the world right now. His quality on the ball and off the ball is very good, of a very high level, and his passes inside are very incisive, and teams aren't really expecting that. And he passes it inside very quick, finds a man running behind his man, such as Sterling or Saka. Saka, who I thought was probably one of our best attacking players on the pitch, especially in the first half. He's just always, every time he gets on the ball, you just know he's going to have good impact on the team, positive impact. He's always direct, always looking to make something happen. And I think he's going to be a very important player for England in this tournament. Harry Kane probably wasn't as explosive and as impactful, as effective as he usually is, but he managed to get an assist for that Sterling goal. Didn't have to look into the box. He's just, everything he does on the ball is so exquisite. Every time he touches the ball, he's so exquisite, Harry Kane, man. Obviously, the best player in our team that we have, relying on him heavily. A bit disappointing that he didn't get a goal, didn't even get a shot on target throughout the game, which is a bit of a surprise. But shout out Harry Kane. Harry Maguire, look, if you see my videos on this channel before, you know I ain't really been the biggest fan of him, but seems like when he's playing in the England team, he usually has question marks about playing in the back four. He played in the England team in the back four today. Wasn't really tested, to be honest, but did well. Maybe could have potentially been at fault for Iran's first goal. Who knows? But yeah, look, put in a good performance, hit the bar over header, got an assist as well. He's one of England's biggest attacking threats, especially at set pieces. So I guess he's got to be in the team, and he's further cemented his place in the team. Obviously, he went off later, potential concussion maybe. Other than that, I'd say Bellingham put in a good performance and further demonstrating why he's one of the up-and-coming world's youngest, best midfielders. I've had question marks over him, whether he can do it outside of Bundesliga. Obviously, he's put in good performances in Champions League as well. But I want to see it on a world stage consistently. Who else? Other than that, Marcus Rashford. My brother. come on the pitch within 26 seconds. The composure, the ability dribbling on the ball, the finish, the form and confidence this guy is on. Marcus Rashford, my Prime Minister. What a player. Unbelievable form right now. Continues it straight away as soon as he comes on the pitch for England. Probably could have got another goal later on. I think his football brain isn't up to the levels that, for example, of Foden or Jack Grealish, but his ability on the ball instinctively is immense, and the confidence he's on, I'm so happy. Can't wait for him to bring it back to United as well. Hopefully he continues to have a good World Cup. I don't even know how he gets into the team at the moment though, because Sterling scored, Saka scored. Where does he play? How does Rashford get into this team? How does Foden get into this team? How does Grealish get into the team? Because even when Foden and Grealish came on, they played well as well. So competition for places is high right now, and I'm very grateful for the wing players we have at the moment. Other than that, you know what? Another thing on Rashford as well, he's usually dead for United on the right hand. He looked pretty threatening there on the right hand side for England. So that's another positive. Callum Wilson, I thought, came on and did well, put in a good shift, got an assist, very unselfish play. Probably could have scored himself if he took it on, but managed to get a goal for Grealish. I'm sure that's positive for Grealish's confidence. I thought every time Foden gets on a ball, his left foot is ridiculously good. That guy's talent is actually insane, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, competition for place is high right now. I hope Gareth sticks with the back four. Shout out to Luke Shaw as well. I think Shaw and Trippier are going to be crucial to this England team, even if they turn to a back five or stay with a back four. Shaw and Trippier are two of the main players in this English team, especially in terms of attack, I'd like to think. Continuing his decent form for United as well. A very good cross into the box for Bellingham. And Bellingham, what a header, by the way, for that first goal. I forgot to mention. Absolutely sensational header, to be fair. Great goal. And other than that, in terms of as a whole, as a team, England, I thought that, look, Iran might be 20th ranking in the world. I'm not really sure how. But throughout my lifetime growing up as an England fan, there's been a lot of time, especially like the last 10 years, where I fell out of love with the England team. But this is what I've wanted for an England team, to be punishing teams that aren't good. Look, Iran aren't great, let's be real. Their quality on the ball was poor. They barely kept possession, couldn't get string together 3-4 passes. And we've punished them. We've made them look like a team as bad as they are. A 6-2 was only the right result, to be honest. And England weren't really even trying, I don't think. We got 6 goals. I don't even think we were trying that hard to get 6 goals. Let's take it on to the negatives, because at the end of the day, we've conceded 2 goals. I've just said how Iran weren't that great. They've still scored 2 goals against us. 2 lapses in concentration, or 1 because the penalty was a bit dodgy. I don't know how they got that penalty, because we see moments like that in all games, and a lot of the time they aren't given. It got given in this game. I felt like the referee and VAR just felt a bit sorry for them. If that was a penalty, then Maguire should have got a penalty half an hour before in the game. Other than that, the first goal that Iran scored, Tarami, I think his name was, and give him credit, because that was a sharp finish. You know, it wasn't easy. It was good finish. Stones and Maguire a bit lapse in concentration at the time, I think it was, or was it Rice? I'm not really sure. So a bit disappointed that we conceded to him. And also in the first 20 minutes, I feel like we were showing them too much respect. Like I said, the way we've ended the game was very good, but in the beginning of the game, we gave them a bit too much respect, I felt like. Gave them a bit too much time on the ball. So I'd like us to go from the attack, from the off, and don't show these teams respect. Let's start killing these teams from the beginning. Looking ahead, it's a positive win. It's a 6-2 win. I'm sure everyone's going to be feeling happy today. Let's not get carried away. We've got the USA on Friday at 7 p.m. USA are probably a better team than Iran right now. They've got a few decent little technical players, so looking forward to that. Let's not get carried away. We're not going to say it's coming home yet, but it's a very confident start, very good performance. Something maybe takes a bit of criticism off Gareth Southgate's back. Obviously, he had a lot of criticism coming into the tournament. Big doubts of whether we can play well against the bigger teams. Still big games to come. This is the Between the Lines podcast. Keep following us. Keep subscribing to us if you want to see more match reactions on the England games, more podcasts, more football debates. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, get in the comments. Let me know who you thought was man of the match. I'll probably give man of the match to Saka. I felt like he's probably our most direct and impactful player other than Harry Kane at the moment. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about the performance. Should we get carried away? Should we not? Is it coming home? This is Between the Lines podcast. I'm your host, Adnan. See you on the next one. Peace out.